Hey guys, when I was going behind my monitor to plug in my controller to charge it, I saw a hole on the back of it, like a hollow hole. And when I looked into that hole, I saw a dim glowing amber light emitting from that hole. Any owners of an Apple 2011 cinema display know what the fuck that's for? Because it's like, it's machined. It's supposed to be there. But that's like a creepypasta in my computer. Anyways, welcome back to Sonic Heroes. Last time we finished up Team Rose, and tonight we're going to be starting off with Team Chaotix.
Here we go!
Yeah, like I've said before, you know, we've gone through our normal difficulty, we've gone through our hard, our easy. I don't know what these guys are supposed to be. That is, aside from cool. Check the audio. How does one make a cartoon screeching noise when you're in the air and not skidding across the floor?
It's here, we've got work!
What?
What is these sound effects? It's so much.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh my god.
Don't be silly. Besides, you know our policy. We never turn down work that pays.
Yeah, you know our policy!
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Yes, sir!
Roger.
I don't know how this happened where I'm missing Tails' voice. I think Charmy's is actually going to make my ears bleed by the end of this. God, the CGI cutscenes in Heroes. I do like how... You know what it is? I pinned down the exact energy that they have.
What are we gonna do?
It's the one fucking Mario Party opening where it's the fucking aluminum balloon that like expands into a sphere and Donkey Kong's moving around like a plastic toy. That's what's happening. Hello. What if I did this? What if I just went to the end of the level at the beginning? What then?
Here we go!
This feels like a bad idea. I'm just gonna not do this, actually. Yeah, so if you're not familiar, these are gonna be objective-based missions. So instead of getting to the end of the stage, you have to like, I don't know, do like little missions in them, which is you know. I guess the fact that I can't say anything about it besides you know speaks a lot for it, but...
We should ask Charmy to make this flower bloom.
Here's the thing.
Here we go!
I was thinking about this earlier, just to myself, about the different ways content was reused in, Could I not have just flown up here normally? The different ways content is reused between SA2 and this as like a follow-up, and... If you think about it, the Chaotix missions, there are, like, you replay the exact same stages, and you do, like, weird, like, hermit crab chow collecting shit. Oh, they're just floating eyes. You can see the backs of their eyes! That's scary. Like, there is an equivalent of this. This isn't odd in a new way. It's just odd in the same way.
Also, the leader's level increases as well.
Collect 10 hermit crabs. The hermit crabs are not evil, I promise. Well, if you say so. If you say so, Tyler. See, Charmy doesn't even have a fair little creature that can maul their enemies alive. It's not fair. The mysterious voice that definitely isn't Eggman needs them for his beachside gift shop. Guys, I miss minus gravity.
React to motion.
Here we go! Thank you! Keep going!
At least he's polite. Eh? Oh, this actually works.
I'll take the lead! Here we go!
This is something that I was looking forward to, is that I remember Vector being, like, insanely good. And so far, it seems to be the case. I don't know. Like, it's too early for me to judge whether or not these missions are good or bad. I've barely gotten into the first. But I do remember as a kid, I did have to, like, give these stages, like, a lot of passes through. Because I was just bad at finding the stuff that I needed to find. But maybe now as an adult, I have a little more of a discerning eye. Maybe it'll be easier to find them. I'm already halfway through, so maybe I could get these done in, like, a pinch. It's perfectly possible.
Level up! Here we go!
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
No guns, please. No guns.
Flying enemies to you. Use Thundershoot.
Use Thundershoot.
Here we go. Thank you.
There is something about the Chaotix where, like, everybody has this, like, assumed impression of how they sounded. And I did too. Like, I thought it was like, once they had those voices that everybody knows them for, that's just always how it was and always how it's been and always how it will be. But that's literally not the case, because I noted this earlier, Vector doesn't sound like his classic find the computer room voice. He just sounds like a guy. He just sounds like fucking Baldi's Basics. Or excuse me, miss, we're looking for directions. Come on, Vector. I know this isn't the real you. What kind of Super Mario Sunshine secret stage red coin side objective is this?
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Oh, I could have made a thing come up if I just did that? Alright.
Here we go!
Oh, look, this is embarrassing. They're making us do the bobsled track on foot. This is just demeaning.
Let's go.
Cream is pretty broken. It's not cream that's broken, it's cheese that's broken. Oh, but does Espio have light dash? That'll be nice to have back. Oh. You know, I don't think Espio does have light dash, actually. I'm not getting the prompt on this strip, at least.
I'll take the lead.
There's the last one!
Thank you.
I keep thinking you have to, like, throw at these to activate them, but I guess you have to pollinate them.
Mission complete.
When Cream is playable, she's broken. If she was, I don't think I understood even, like, the surface of the depth of her power. I saw Cheese go crazy once and that was it. If there's more, I'm fearful. Oh yeah, we got the key, special stage, no damage. We did miss a couple of Chaos Emeralds in the Team Rose playthrough. So there's a little bit left for us to tackle on this. The Act 1 stages are just for extra lives, but it is going to come in very handy to have some more opportunities at this. So, objectives or not, I'm going to have to also be trying very hard at just, like, not taking damage and not fucking up. And I know it's going to happen, but if I say it out loud, then maybe I kind of get, like, the dopamine rush of actually doing it without actually succeeding.
Let's go.
Let's go. Also, if you are new to this, if you're getting here just now, the movement on these tubes is unbelievably janky. You'll just bounce from one triangle to the next with no rhyme or reason. Sometimes you'll come to a complete stop even though this is an auto runner. It's great. It's lovely. And also you slide a lot. So if you try to just like run on the walls and stay in place, you'll just kind of get magnetized back towards the center. It's awesome. That is, unless you get stuck, and then... See, but now I'm skidding to a halt for no reason, even though I didn't hit any obstacles. Sometimes the screen will just vibrate and you'll stop moving in that sense. If you want to move fast, you want to stick to the center, but all the collectibles are up on the walls, and the walls, like, do not like being ran on, or stood on, or touched. Which makes it very difficult. But this is just one of those Sonic things where it's like a thing that they're like, it's replicating a thing that they were able to do just fine in the past.
Roger.
And then they tried to do it again, and it's just this, it's trying to do the same thing, but it doesn't have the technical know-how to actually accomplish it. Yeah, I'll take this for 1-ups, though. Oh, you just mean in general that Cream is broken across, like, all Sonic games. She's broken in Riders. She's broken in Sonic Advance. Oh, Ocean Palace. We gotta rescue a Chao? Okay. I'll rescue a Chao. Cheese? Cheese finally got imprisoned for fucking murder and cannibalism. Weirdly enough, I think I might actually remember where this Chao is. It's either locked up in like one of those big cylindrical chambers where you usually find a cannon inside, or it's like right after one of those. So I might have like the knowledge of a child to help me out this time around. Just step back, boys, and let me blow. This is awesome. Like, this actually has so much personality. I love this. Everybody has their own fancy little animation for how they do the glides. Knuckles is boring as shit. Omega's boring as shit. Big is like a little fun, but, you know, it's whatever. And then Vector's just awesome. I have never liked the half-pipe special stages. I've liked them. I've liked versions of them. I just happen to think that this is like a really underbaked version of it that doesn't work, and like, I don't know. It was fun in other games, but it's so glitchy in this one that whatever value there was in it has been stripped, you know? And that just happens a lot. Oh! It happens a lot in Sonic games. There are many features or modes or playstyles that this specific chain of events has happened to that I could be describing right now, and you wouldn't even know. Here's a good question, though. Here's a good conversation to have. What is your guys' like favorite Sonic special stage? Because to me, I mean, Half-Pipe is up there. I am tempted to say right off the bat that Half-Pipe is my favorite. Blue Spheres is pretty up there. I don't think it's particularly Sonic-y, but I am really fucking good at it. Let's see. I don't think I like the Emerald stages in Sonic Mania very much. I think they're cute, they have a lot of personality. Gameplay-wise, I'm just also not good at them. Wait, can I triangle jump? Oh, I can! See, Team Rose couldn't do this for whatever fucking reason. But now we're on the roll. Now we're on the move.
We can travel far distances by moving around to glide.
Using the bubble to glide.
Treasures that can only be obtained by using this trick.
Who does Vector sound like to me right now, even? I'm trying to put my finger on it, but I can't seem to. But this is Vector before he found the computer room. And then once he found it, it just like changed him as a person forever.
Here we go.
Oh my god, I remember the fucking rah-rah sound he makes, and you do the aerial shoots? Aw, oh, man.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Peck, peck, chew. Me when I give you a kiss on the cheek.
Here we go.
The first thing I said when I heard Vector is that he sounds like Baldi. So I'm glad that that's not coming out of nowhere. But he does sound like Baldi. You're doing great. Mania's is my favorite. Mania's because of the exploit. Blue Spheres is definitively the best.
Here we go.
There's a lot of them.
Nope. And that, my friends, is why we do not get the key when we're already holding on to one. That right there, my friends.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey guys, did you see that bubbly looking thing?
You mean like the item box, or like the one that Vector just blew? The Chao! Wait, guys, we have to be very, very careful about this. No touching enemies. Also, I guess I was wrong about where this thing was located, but I'm cool with just like a normal stage ending, I guess.
Here it comes!
Aw, it's crying. It's also rotating so I can't see its face, but I want it's crying. That's tragic.
Got it.
Job. Mission complete.
This is my very first time being here, and I am hooked. Your stream is a very nice space, and I'll definitely be back for later streams after this one. Thank you, Ramirez. It's very kind of you.
Maybe we could have done a little better.
Fuck you, Charmy. Fuck you. It looks like it's dancing to me. Do you dance with your eyes tightly shut? You're like crying in the club? Alright, Emerald Challenge, here we go. This is Griffin's redemption. And, I'll have to fight the same physics that he just explained last time. But now it's like a chase.
Here we go.
Oh, that wasn't bad at all. I promise, by the way, that like half of the moves you see me do are like not intentional with those inputs. Oh, you get a bonus for how quickly you get it. Wait a second! Whose emeralds are these? Why did it say that I only had 2? Didn't I get like a fuckload with Team Rose? This could be a problem. Where did they go? Where did my emeralds go?
So, you're the ones who were playing games with my army?
Army?
Just part of the job.
It literally wasn't actually.
Genius, Dr. Eggman.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who?
Let me show you who I really am.
I knew it was him. Don't hesitate. It's Dr. John.
Self-proclaimed genius.
It's a good thing that he's really good at not moving his lips when he's talking on the radio. It's kind of weird how we've never seen the radio guy and Eggman in the same movie. Alright, Vector, let's blow. Behold ninja power. What is this movement even? Sometimes he just like, yeah, does this a bunch. He just like gets stuck in that animation.
Let's go.
It really seems like the cockpit should be, like, eligible as a homing attack target, but it never seems to be. I don't know what's up with that. This is awesome. This rules. I love doing this.
Time to concede defeat, Doctor.
Doctor. Oh, and then he just clips through.
This isn't the end!
All right.
I love how Charmy goes from being who he is to being a psycho. Charmy, you knew nothing about him 10 seconds ago. Well, you know, self-defense.
That, Doctor.
You know what? I was expecting the pacing of this to be, like, a lot worse. This is not bad so far, regarding the mission structure. I fully expect it to get, like, Shadow the Hedgehog levels of mission tedium later on. But I'm cool with this for now.
Are you ready?
Not too late to change your mind.
Why do you think we're here? How else are we gonna make the rent?
Let's go!
Here's your next
Alright, what do you got for me?
destroy all of Eggman's robots or
Oh no! It is Shadow the Hedgehog mission levels of tedium! 85?! This is where Shadow the Hedgehog got the fucking idea. Oh my god, this is toned down from that. The highest numbers I remember ever seeing in Shadow were maybe like 30 to 60. 85 is bananas. It is very strange, however, that Eggman would like ask them to do this, especially after telling them in person, please stop destroying my robots. Like, make up your mind. I was gonna check if there were any like dudes down here. Camera's not being very helpful, but I don't think there are. I think there's just like a failure zone.
Let's go. Those suspicious machines.
Suspicious?
Doing something from that pipe.
Eggman, you bad man.
Red-handed. Here we go.
Okay.
No, you. What did you do? Try me. Literally, what did you accomplish?
Be careful not to fall.
Can I open this door? Does it really want me to fly across all this? I guess so, if it's got the ring.
Here we go.
Here we go. Got it.
It's called taking a hit to maintain a lie, Griffin.
Let's go.
I think it's called an expensive cover-up.
Here we go.
You know, there are... Like, he could ask them to do literally anything. Like, just, oh yeah, I've got all these robots made out of cardboard. Can you get rid of them, please? And they don't know the difference. But considering that, like, if he wants to have these things around to, you know, kill Sonic or whatever, then you'd think it would be nice to use them for that purpose instead of, you know, having to sacrifice a large portion of them for whatever scheme. I just don't think that this is a smart use of resources. Do the hermit crabs ever get brought up again? I don't know. Team Chaotix doesn't ask questions, they just do what the client asks.
Here we go.
Okay. Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh my god. Has this been happening to anybody else? But my allergies have been like, ugh, miserable the last couple of days.
Let's go.
And I know a couple of other people who this has also been the case for.
Here we go.
And I think it fucking sucks. I love doing this bouncy shit. It's even better than Biggs. It's got like a nice kind of like ground pound momentum to it. There's like a nice wind up. It's really satisfying. No. The box.
Let's
It
go.
kind of sounds like you're saying keck. Yeah, I've been sneezing like hell this week, right?
Here we go.
Okay. Let's go.
This weather is off to a terrible start. Not on my fucking watch.
Here we go.
Did I do them both? Oh, there's a balloon here.
Here it comes.
Let's go.
That's cool. I don't need a balloon.
I'll take the lead.
Alright. You gotta fuck this thing, Charmy. Omega literally says he sells consumer models for the sake of funding he uses to fund his evil deeds and schemes. He had resources enough to make a space fleet in generations in the theme park in colors. Well, I don't know. I just think
Let's go.
if this takes place before that, then maybe he doesn't have all the resources that you'd like to think he does. He clearly has to reuse the same ones like 4 or 5 times each. Maybe even 8. Yeah, because if you think Egg Hawk, you fight Egg Hawk 4 times, then you fight Egg Albatross 4 times, which contains Egg Hawk for a total of 8.
Do this. Here we go.
Actually, Actually, what is behind me? Is that a key? A key. Decay. I want to see something decay. Hello, streamer. Would you mind switching games to one that's less vulgar? I don't like how one of the characters keeps saying shit. Yeah, we'll go back to Poop World, actually. That's friendly for all audiences.
Let's go.
Hey, so they're doing with the new Animal Crossing update, aren't they doing like a new like Smash World-esque kind of thing where you can share the stuff you do in Animal Crossing within like an in-game social network of some kind? Doesn't this mean that Tyler could, in theory, share Poop World with the world, with the Poop World?
Here we go.
It just makes you think out loud, you know?
Here we go.
Conquers bad for a day it is.
Cool.
Eh?
That was the plot.
I sense enemies nearby.
Yeah, I think it's actually awesome, the lines that these characters say, because Charmy keeps saying peck as in like the male breast, and you know, maybe these guys have got the right idea. Can you please get down off the wall, SBO? Thank you. There's dudes down here. They got sensed. Stop auto. No. I don't want to auto grab it. Just come down here. There we go. I guess you can homing attack these though, so that saves me a lot of time not having to do the fucking tornado move all the time.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
I have indeed uploaded Poop World to the Happy Home Network. Yes. Oh my god. Is it possible to get like reviews or responses to that sort of thing? Have you gotten any comments on Poop World?
I'll take the lead.
Oh, you have to have level 3 speed to be able to do it. So it does, in a sense, affect your mobility. Somewhat.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. Here it comes.
Here we go. Let's go.
Any dudes in these boxes, maybe? You never know.
Here we go.
I'll just use Vector. Wait, what was back here? A third key? A third key indeed. But I don't need it. Oh, it's time to see how Vector grinds. At least Vector doesn't use his ass. That's good to know.
The speed button to go fast and use the control
Okay.
stick to balance.
I need to make sure I don't miss any enemies in this route. Seems like there's no harm in going this way. Okay, we've got 7 of these left. We're getting close. Yeah, I can't help but wonder, like, what the first one of these is going to be. Where I'll have to double back on it. Because I haven't had to so far, you know?
Let's go.
But we'll see where these next 2 are. Before I speak these famous last words. Nope, last 2. There we go. Let's Team Blast.
Good job. Mission complete.
The mission was to play a funny song. All that other shit was completely unrelated. Sadly, there are no real feedback systems. Oh, okay. Literally, what fucking happened? In a post-Miiverse world.
No complaints.
Because, like, I think it'd be one thing if they replaced it with, like, equivalent functionality. But there's not, and it's tragic. Oh shit, this is Emeralds? Or is it? No, bonus challenge, no Emerald. This is Act 1 of Metropolis. Alright, I guess I gotta do some more... I just gotta get to grips with the weird-ass physics. You know, I've said this about many Sonic games, but, like, if you understand the ways in which it's janky, and you figure out the ways to play around that jank, then you can have fun.
I'll take the lead.
And it's impossible for me to view the adventure games objectively in this sense. But I don't know, whenever I revisit those games, I'm able to, like, have a smooth experience. This shit is literally random. I can't imagine any, like, normal way to play this shit that, like, isn't broken. Like, it's too broken. Like,
Let's go.
I'm reminded of, I don't know if it was a fucking Archie comic or some other thing. I think it was, it was either, might have been Archie or, like, what was it? What's the other one? Calvin and Hobbes? So, I don't know, something where it's like, hey, there's something gross on this cake. And it's like, alright, well, just eat around the gross thing. This is what the parent says to the kid. But here's the thing. Sonic Adventure is the kind of cake where it's like, there's a couple of gross things on it, but you can eat around it. Sonic Heroes feels like the kind of cake where the whole cake is gross. Like, there's not enough non-gross zones to carve a path through. I think that's this game's problem.
Roger.
Yo, Vector's got cool shoes. Alright, so this is going to be Act 2. Are these all going to be Chao rescues? No, 3 gold turtle robots. I wish I was rescuing Chao. Come on.
Here's your next mission.
Oh god. Them giving me the key right at the start is like a really bad sign. I do not feel good about this. I'll tell you what is kind of neat though. I never noticed these like trees. There's like garden areas. They're behind these windows outside. Feels kind of Ratchet and Clanky if you ask me.
Charlie should take lead. Let's go. I failed.
Such a dramatic thing to say just for bonking into a wall. Well, there goes the key. No more from me. Well, oh, bye, Vector. One can only hope that there will be 3 here, like there was with the last mission.
Alright! It's much easier to fly from here.
Huh? How do I make this open up?
I'll take the lead.
Let Charlie do this.
Charlie. It, like, he doesn't sound anything like what I thought Vector sounded like. It's crazy. Maybe I gotta do this first.
Here we go. Let's go.
Oh, shit! Sometimes it can be tricky to get that much height with just a speed character, but I guess it works out.
Ninja power.
Ninja power, cool. Yeah, so this still doesn't open. I wonder why that is.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. Here we go.
If I fly on here, then I stand, refill the meter, get even more height. No, nothing. Weird.
Let's go.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Unless...
Here we go. Thank you.
Oh, I thought these were gonna lead to pull switches.
Here we go.
But they're just goodies.
Here we go. Thank you.
This is what I sound like with my fucking
Here
allergies.
we go.
I'm gonna be haunted by that flower war. I don't know why that is the way it is, but I need answers.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
It's most likely just a way to loop back when you get to the end. Maybe,
Here we go.
but I haven't seen them like locked behind cages like that before. The one in the first stage was just like, I don't know, normal. Okay, now what? Maybe I just gotta do this. Oh, look at that! It actually does go through the cage.
There's no way we can beat him by attacking the shell.
Is that?
Let's try hitting him on
Oh,
the
on the stomach, okay.
instead.
Yeah, there was a switch for it. All right. I like mine way better. You might be able to hide from physical attacks, but you cannot hide from attacks of the ear. One might even say a sonic attack.
I'll take the lead. Here we
Okay,
go.
so that's already 1 out of 3 down. Let's see where this alternate route leads. I want to see what we can find.
Here we go.
Now, this to me, this screams Mario Odyssey Secret, and they've put neat things in spots like this before. Gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't put anything nifty here. Now, if this is a hermit crab location, if I've ever seen one, that's what this is. Grab the pulley, thank you. Oh, whoa. This is a lot of switches to hit while being constantly shot at.
Thank you.
Well, the good news, though, is that I can already see another key in the distance. So that's going to be valuable to hold on to. Good. Because it only have to, like, do the one turtle with one key. And then that's, like, an equivalent
Thank you.
trade-off.
Thank you.
Oh, I did it!
Here we go.
So the shell is invulnerable. You have to do this?
Here we go.
Oh. Alright, so now I'm gonna figure out how to get to that key platform.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
Let's hope this is the way.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go. There's gotta be a switch for this somewhere.
Maybe there's a switch in one of the rooms. Oh, I'm not level 3 though. Yeah, look at that. Ah, not yet. Don't you try to make me skip this. I need this.
Anytime you're ready.
I'll take the lead.
No turtles in here yet. At least Charmy's finally starting to get good.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm just trying to be really, really fucking cautious, because I have to imagine that that's the last key. I'm already 2 out of 3. Ah, right, still gotta do this. I was getting used to the homing attacking now. I'm not used to doing it any other way at this point.
Here we go.
I'll take the
Oh
lead.
boy. This section always gives me such a hard time. I don't think there's been any playthrough where I've come through this corridor as any team and done well. I always fall at least once.
Here we go.
Let's go. Gold. A sparkle of gold.
A sparkle of gold!
Around there.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Let's go.
I'll take the lead.
What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you?
Here we go.
Wait, this might be a shortcut. If I, like, grind on this, build up some speed.
Here we go.
Nah, I gotta do this normally.
Here we go.
I'll take the
I don't know if I want to use a Team Blast here yet, though, because it could be handy to wait to do that when the turtle shows up. And then I can just, like,
Cool.
get an instant win
Here we go.
without having to go through whatever final gauntlet they want me to do. Why?
Here we go.
Huh? What? Huh? Where the hell am I? Oh, I guess they're making you skip the elevator section to save you time? Question mark?
Here we go.
Oh wow, Charmy can wipe out the turtles? That's new. That's only level 2 Charmy. Oh wow, they don't even pretend to put like a secondary route through that spiral this time. What do you mean there's 4 of these? That's terrifying. Where could 4 of them possibly lead at this point in the stage, even? Oh, am I stuck? We're fine, we're fine. Wait! Pulleys, pulleys, pulleys.
Here we go!
No turtles in sight here. Not yet.
These fireballs sure look hot.
Not the fireballs. Oh, I'm bad at these. I'm bad at these. That almost threw me into certain death right there. That could have been miserable. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's go. Here we go.
This is so scary.
I'll take the lead! Here we go! Here we go!
One single solitary hit, and it's all over. Nothing says Sonic game like slowness and caution. Although, then again, it does. I'm thinking to a lot of criticisms I hear from people who don't know how to play Sonic games, and that actually is quite frequent.
Let's go.
Oh god, look at this! Look at what they're putting in front of me! Aww. Like, you'd think this is a pretty, like, tepid challenge considering how, like, brainless the homing attack can be. But it's, I don't know, I found it unreliable in Heroes. I'm, like, actually intimidated by looking at a sequence of that. Even if it turned out easy this time. You look at Egg Hawk and then you just don't know sometimes. Not with the fireballs and the grind rail sections. Laser's another key. That eases some of my concerns. Another skipped elevator? Oh, or just that. Or not. I just want to hang out here for a little bit. There it is, there's the last one. So I don't have to deal with an ounce of this. I just do this and I win. That's keys, baby. That's emeralds, baby. We're doing a lot better at this than I thought. Even as, like, Hero and Dark, I dropped the keys so often, even in the early stages. But we're making good times on the emeralds.
Okay, stop fooling around!
I fooled around the appropriate amount, Charmy. Fuck you. I am still curious about why it says that some emeralds are collected and some aren't, though. Because that might make this all for naught if I still have to get, like, all 7 in one run anyways. But, you know, let's not put the cart before the horse, or in this case, the crocodile before the emerald.
Let's go.
I win, lol. Oh, we got a bot? Not anymore. Actually, wait. How do I ban? Why is the only option to, like, reply? Click. Add friend, whisper, gift a sub. How do I ban? Here we go. I can block. How do I ban? Am I not my own mod?
Who are those creeps over
I don't know. It's fine.
What's up, SBO?
And you.
What's up, SBO?
Just what do you think you're doing here?
He's so fucking baldy mode.
This bro.
Who's this broad?
Our client's had
Slash ban? I can try this.
You mean the bad guy?
Dude, I have nowhere to put my fucking Pro Controller because it's attached by very short wires going a long way around the back of my screen. Ban. I think I did it. I think that works. Yep, message deleted. Got it. Bingo. Bringo. Hey, I'll tell you what though. Speaking of Twitch, I kind of like, I don't know, made like a 2-second joke about it at the start of Animal Crossing, but have you guys checked that out? Because I do not personally think it is good, and I want to know your guys' opinions on this, because I think I just use Twitch in weird ways.
Let's go.
I'll take the lead.
Alright. Alright, let's see Charmy's power. Who's even making that noise? Someone's making a fucking boss baby sound. I think it's Rouge, I don't know. I mean, Charmy's doing damage, but nobody's doing any knockback is the problem. Although, maybe when I level him up, he'll do better at that, in particular. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes Shadow. What? Did you see what Omega just said? I thought they were like friends now. That's a load off my back. These guys aren't even friends at all. Well, maybe friends in the sense that like gay people are. I think if I died, my gay friends would definitely say, well, that's a load off my back, in a robotic voice, first things first. Like, after I fall off the cliff, but before I hit the ground. That would have exited their mouths. Oh, he's saying paralysis. I thought he was saying something like, you're talented or something like that. I guess sometimes we hear what we want to hear.
Let me show you what a real treasure hunter can do.
Is that just reused from SA2? I feel like I've heard that line before. Oh, I have Team Blast. It's a joke he makes, yes. Team Dark are friends. Unless he asks Sega now because Shadow is too edgy to have friends. What?! I stepped on a landmine and I won. Cool. I love how forced this fight is. Look at those guys walking around. Let's fight. Yeah, you could say it's the same way any fucking mobile gacha game tells its story, because whenever I try to stream those, every cutscene essentially does boil down into exactly that formula that you just mentioned. Speaking of gacha games, and this is perfect that we're having this conversation because you just hit Casino Park.
I want to play.
Charmy, you're too young to gamble.
Fancy plays.
Where there's light, there's shadow. Careful.
Whoa. All right, I'm gonna park myself here for a second. Oh, cool. A test of luck. See, this is my kind of Eggman mission. This makes sense that Eggman is asking us to do this, because he's just really bad at gambling. Your first mission is to download Fire Emblem Heroes and get the special Keaton character. But Chris sent me this the other day.
Just part of the job.
Just part of the job. And I want your guys' thoughts on this man. Now, I don't play Dragalia Lost, but I'm just looking at that chest and you know what I say? You know what my brain says? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to avoid that game for much longer.
I'll take the lead.
I think my time has run out. I thought he was a Genshin guy. There is a white-haired Genshin guy that everybody is drawing with huge boobies. But the thing about Genshin is that he doesn't actually have huge boobies. People just want it so badly. The second thing about Genshin is that it is a game by and for freaks and crazy people, and I'm not those people. I was having this conversation the other day, but like, literally every time I stumble across like a Genshin artist, they always have like in their bio how about like they're like I'm problematic, got a problem with it, you know, like a fucking right-wing comedian who makes their entire personality how other people are offended by things they do. So imagine that, except, you know, for artists who draw minors in sexual scenarios. Every single time I see a Genshin Impact artist, I look in their bio like 10 out of 10 times, without fail. It's always what I encounter. Like, I think what happened, here's my theory, is that Fire Emblem used to be a breeding ground for artists who are fucking freaks and weirdos like this, especially with the advent of Fates, you know? But here's the miraculous thing, is that I think that Genshin Impact has successfully drawn away a large portion of these freaks. They've been, like, siloed in their own, like, containment zone. And, you know, I'm happy to leave them to do their own fucked up shit and not be a part of that. Not for Ito. He ain't the one. I've got plenty of my own boys to focus on. I'm not looking at adding to any new ones in my collection. See, now usually I would regard this as a complete waste of my time. Oh no! I have failed. This is awesome gambling. But like, this literally is the objective. I have no other goals besides this. Oh no, wait a second. We were wondering how things like hermit crabs would play into like an evil scheme. This is how! The next objective is to like have the Chaotix lose all of their fucking money in this casino scheme. He's rigged the slots. $84 is not bad though. I guess if Team Blast can get you rings, that comes in handy. They're already broke, they're doing this job because they need money. And now that they have the money, Eggman wants them to keep doing their work without having to pay them. So the objective here is to like have the Chaotix in debt to him. Thus, they would be working off the rest of their jobs rather than actually being owed any fee for their work. It's the perfect plan. No, 2 tails in a ring, don't do it. Come on. Let's not overshoot it now.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need to do a little bit better than that if I want to get to this goal anytime soon. Oh, I like this camera view. This is actually extremely, like, helpful. Why has it never done this in any iteration of these stages before? It's always been that, like, that bottom-up view. I feel like it controls better in this view as well. I don't know. I feel like I can actually... It's still a little janky, but I can get generally where I want to go. I can get done what I want to get done. But it really is just unusable in bottom up. You just like drift all around. Damn. Uh-oh. Where am I now? Oh, no, we're back to this camera. I guess that's why. Is that taking that little rail takes you to like a totally separate board that's floating above the lower board. Interesting. I don't know, that place feels specialer to me for whatever reason. Like maybe it's more likely to get rings somehow? I don't know. Hey, that's not bad. 20. It's better than 4. But Eggman never made a contract, much less one they signed. A job is a job. Oh, that was so close. Guys, I think I love gambling, actually. Like, whatever effect that, like, loot boxes and microtransactions have on, like, the development of kids' brains in the present day, that's happening to me, like, right now with just, like, this pretend gambling. I've got, like, a taste, and now I just want the real thing. Actually, here's an even better idea. If I find solid ground and I use Team Blast, I think I just win, like, right now. So maybe I just gotta get out of here. Although even that might be a bit of a challenge considering those positions of these boost pads. How do you get around that? It's like deflecting you at every opportunity. Maybe the trick is that it doesn't want you to leave. That the only way you're getting off of this thing. I mean, there's checkpoints in the back, but I don't know. You just gotta escape from the Pinball City. Nada. Yup. At least the good news is that you can, like, go upside down through the bottom of these. It gives you a lot more opportunities to, like, slide in. And the collision is, like, non-existent on these things, too. Come on! Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of Eggmans. There is logistics and paperwork for a job like this to be considered legit. Well, I don't know. They're fucking a bunch of lizards in a bee. I don't think this is the first thing in their mind. They're fucking cartoons. I don't think we're gonna get to the Chaotix do the paperwork level. Chaotix file their tax income return. This is Nightmare World. This is Nightmare World. Nightmare World. I don't even need like a big payout either. I just need like 10 more rings, like 12. Now I need 10 more rings. Yeah, maybe we'll take these side paths after all. Or not. Honestly, gambling is one of the most boring experiences I've ever had. I've had more fun flushing my money down the toilet.
Insulting. Your training has been a waste of time.
You guys trained for this? I mean, there's plenty of time between when they were in their Chaotix house and when they signed the paperwork, where they could have perfectly well signed the required paperwork that they would have had to sign. I don't see anything wrong with this.
Here we go!
I'm just waiting for the moment where, like, I somehow go too fast and, like, clip through the geometry and just, like, fall out of bounds from this fucking cylinder. I'm sure it's possible.
Let's go!
Like, I doubt they wheeled the polish to ensure that it couldn't have, you know? Like, I was trying to go in a straight line there, and I was going everywhere but. I'm cool with this, I'm cool with this, I'm cool with this.
Spirits unite!
Spirits Unite? Like Super Smash Brothers World of Light? Oh my god, I skipped the gate. Clock's doing okay, but you know, I could be doing better. Oh boy, 1 Lynx. I don't know though, I mean, they do work on behalf of clients, so I don't know if they're necessarily... They might be employees of Vector, but I don't think that makes them employees of Eggman. Wouldn't they be more like contractors? This is the easiest I've ever been able to collect these links. Like, the longest the left and right movement has gone without, like, shitting the bed.
Roger.
I would love to see, just once, these guys completely miss the goal ring, and then, like, they're unable to stop fast enough, and they just, like, slam into that wall in the back. They just splatter all over it like a fly on a swatter. How about you guys? What do you think? Haha. Bingo! Vector does seem to handle the running of the business. So you think he's their boss, then? Oh, you gotta get the chips. What kind of sound is that? 10 chips? That doesn't sound so bad. Although I just mentioned that I stopped eating chips, so this might be a little bit... You know, might stir up an appetite in me.
Enemies up ahead!
Leave this to me,
Leave
boys.
this to me, boys.
Let's go. Here we go.
That sounded more like a goofy impression than a Vector one, though. Leave this to me, boys! Oh, there's my second chip. A VIP chip, of course. Didn't Goofy smoke weed or something? What happened? Goofy was in the news for some reason. Goofy did something immoral. Goofy did a drug.
Let's go.
There's been a bunch of, like, weird shit that's been like, a bunch of weird gimmicky shit that's been in the news because of this stupid fucking Disney Plus anniversary, the Disney Plus Day. It's the dumbest thing I've ever I hate when companies try to make, like, holidays, like Amazon has, like, Amazon Prime Day. Like, fuck off, man. I've been hearing so much about this Disney shit. What did Goofy do? Tell me and get it over with. All I saw was fucking clickbait head, like, you won't believe what Goofy did on The Simpsons. I'm like, you're right, I won't believe it, because I won't hear you out. But if chat tells me that that means that I won't be, like, looking at any ads on any websites, so I still get the ultimate victory in the end.
Here we go!
What did Goofy do?
Here we go!
Would you let a 6-year-old run your business? I thought that's effectively what I was already doing, considering I am in charge of my own Griffin-Galactic enterprise. Oh my god, that was, like, just difficult to see with my eyes.
Here we go!
That probably takes me to the bottom of the Bingo Highway. I want to go to the bottom of the Bingus Highway.
Chips? You mean potato chips?
Oh! Literally!
Silly.
Chips? You mean potato chips?
Oh, he's gonna say it every fucking time, isn't he?
Silly.
Okay, but, like, I literally did just, like, liken myself to Charmy, and then Charmy said, with their B-brain, the exact same thing that I said with my people brain. Hold on, I'm busy cheesing. Fuck. I'm so close. No, I wanted that other number on the board so bad, but it wasn't meant to be. Oh, Chip! That is such a silly sound. I love it. Bingo! Alright, so far so good. I've purged most Disney things from my life. Oh, you've come to the right place. I can't fucking stand Disney shit, which is why I'm not asking you guys about, like, oh yeah, here's this thing that I already heard about that I'm sharing with you guys. I'm talking about this simply because I don't know. There we go. Phew! So, this would take me back to the start of the highway? I guess in case I missed the chip, but I'm pretty sure I got it, so we'll leave it for now.
Let's go.
Oh!
I'll take the
Let's
lead.
go.
I'm on the happy home designer grind. Who should I make a home for? The options are Sherry, Cleo, Lionel, and Pico. Who should I go for first? The only name that I recognize there is Lionel, and Lionel's alright, I guess. But it's up to you.
Let's go. Here we go.
I've noticed recently that every time I see Mickey Mouse in something, it pisses me off. I mean, this is definitely true for me as well, but I can't really picture any time in recent memory that I've seen the mouse up to much of anything, really.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Unless, of course, Mickey did read as well. No, that's probably not a shortcut. There's no reason I would want to activate this now. Alright, potato chip time. Let's go. See, I'm not falling for this twice. I fell for it once, never again.
Thank you.
There was a chip up there! How did you guys outrun me? I guess you didn't hit the target, maybe.
Here we
The
go.
flipper.
Let's go. Leave this to me, boys.
I love Leave This To Me, boys. He's so funny. I kind of miss this Vector actor, actually.
Vector, there's a lot of
Oh, God.
All right. Leave them to me.
I don't know. I mean, they're both, like, ridiculous and silly and campy. But this is, like, a little bit of a different flavor of that.
I'll take
It's
the
not a
lead.
bad Vector. It was jarring at first simply because I didn't recognize it or realize that it had ever been there at all.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
It's like going back to Mario 64, and then you in your head you expect to hear Charles Martinet, but then actually
Here we go.
Mario is played by the role of fucking Tara Strong, and like what? Since when was that? It's like no, it's Tara Strong was in the first game, and then it was Charles Martinet. It's like what the fuck? I don't remember this at all. Tara Strong Mario, I would not allow to come back for a second performance though. This guy's alright though.
Proceed with caution and be careful
Hey,
not to
it's
fall.
me, Mario. It's not the voice. My potato chip. This is the impossible to control version, by the. Where did I even go? I just fucking evaporated. That was insane. That was crazy. It looks like that was the last chip too, which means no emeralds. Actually, wait. Is there not going to be a chip up here? Because it says 9 out of 10. Yeah, no chip. No chip. So it looks like checkpoints or not, it at least memorizes your progress, which actually is a really nice feature. Yeah, no chip here either. Look at that.
Let's go.
Oh, I don't even need to get the flying guy to open the door either. That's kind of nice. It looks like this does mean that sadly I lose the key. But I think it looks like I would have lost it either way, so if there's any compensation, if there's any consolation,
Here we go.
I'm cool with keeping 9 out of 10. Especially now that I know where I have to, like, hit to get it. I'm cool with that. You aren't crazy, I saw that.
Let's go. Good.
Good.
Here we go.
Okay.
Proceed with caution.
So there was one that was, like, right on the tip there, and then another one that's, like, down here. Oh! That's nasty. But we should have the warp back in case I miss it. In fact, oh, wait, what? I think the way they have it laid out is that there's more than 10 possible chips, and you only need a minimum of 10, but the total in the stage is higher than that, which is a little nice, actually. I wouldn't mind if they did that more often. So that way you wouldn't have to, like, scour as thoroughly. You just have to, like, reach a certain threshold. Doesn't Lionel have the poop toilet bowl house? I don't know. I've never seen him. I just know that he's a lion. Ah, not this. This is about to be the ultimate measure of where this sits in difficulty. Because with Team Hero, this is like an average length. With Team Rose, these are like a really short length. Guard on. Guard on! Apply directly to the guard. And with Team Dark, they take me a fucking hour. So we'll see where these land on, you know, that scale. And go from there. No matter the length, though, I'm fully expecting Vector to, like, gobble these up in, like, an instant. Because he's really, really good. Oh, there's a thingy over here. Yes, please. Or not. I can't get it, no matter how hard I try. Do I actually have to get these fucking egg hawks? I think I do. They're not going away. And they're, like, targeting me in the air and stuff. I don't think he's getting that anytime soon.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
I want to keep trying this with Vector. I really feel like he deserves it. He deserves a chance. Nope. Jeez. What is he saying? Petroleum?
I'll take the lead.
Alright, Charmy, you can have the fucking balloon if you really want it that bad. Oh, I already had a Team Blast. That was for nothing. Thank you.
We're outnumbered.
By who? By who?
Here we go.
Like, Charmy is literally outclassed right now. Like, I can bounce higher than Charmy can. And I'm not even playing as the flight character.
Anytime you're ready.
Oh my god! I guess the payout varies based on how many enemies you wipe out at once? Which is a fun way to go about it, I guess, but... I'm gonna get these? This might be a job for Charmy. These were tricky to get earlier.
Truly amazing.
Truly amazing? Is that what he said?
Here it comes.
Here we go.
Oh my god!
Truly amazing.
It's truly amazing, I think is what he's saying. Petroleum hazing!
Anytime you're ready.
Take the lead.
Here we go.
Well, there go all my beautiful rings. I can't believe I already have another Team Blast ready to go. I guess because the rings are such a payout, it's possible to just combo some Team Blasts directly into another, you know?
I'll take it.
I will take Pex. These guys are vulnerable to homing attacks?
I'll take the lead.
I love throwing flying characters at springs and seeing them just go fucking crazy.
Here it comes.
I can't believe I actually landed that.
Finish.
Did I win?
That was too easy.
Uh-oh.
Only the big...
This is only the beat. Every time I do it, the explosion sound gets louder and more crunchy.
Amazing.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones.
Ready anytime.
I'm still a little bummed about no emerald on that, though. I don't know how they're supposed to be adding up between the
Where did all
teams.
those robots come from?
This is... Vector, that's a good question. This is my kind of, like, YouTube review guy. What the fuck? What were they thinking?
This has gotta be Eggman's base. Just the way we like it.
Cool!
All right. Let me take point.
Here's your next mission. Infiltrate the terminal station located in the
Oh, so just get to the goal? I'm cool with that. I was kind of dreading, like, through gritted teeth and bated breath, oh god, what are they gonna do to this stage to... And the answer is nothing, because it's far too linear to add anything else to. So it all works out.
Thank you!
I think that rail might be connected to somewhere else. Maybe we can change the direction with the switch.
Oh god, oh god. That was lucky. That was close. The Shah? The fuck are you talking about?
Ready anytime.
I don't know if now is a good time to use Team Blast on a railing SPO.
Quite a base.
Awesome!
No expense here. Oh, knock him out.
Is this working?
Here we go.
The key! I think Rail Canyon is the, like this theme and Egg Albatross and all that, this is the last pair of stages before Frog Jungle. So we're actually pretty close to wrapping up tonight, assuming the pacing of this is alright. But as far as, like, keeping an eye out for emeralds and all that, this is going to be, like, our last chance for the night. And I'd like to be able to get at least one more attempt at a stage, if not an actual additional emerald if I can, but we'll see where that goes.
Here we go.
Oh, that was a rail switch. I think I needed that, actually.
Let's go.
Can I have the camera point? Oh, yeah, no.
Here we go.
I'll take the lead!
Let's go.
Oh, we're synchronized now? Awesome! I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. I always just assumed that like there was like a minimum speed for these rails, but I guess it's possible to be at like an absolute zero, an absolute standstill on these rails. I'm sure if I stayed still and didn't do any more buttons, I would have eventually gotten to where I needed to get to in like, I don't know, 800 hours. Whew. But you know what? If the fucking motorcycle in Sonic 06 can get, like, stuck, I don't see why this can't, you know? No. What?! Well, bye-bye to that key, unless... No, I'm not going backwards up that rail, come on now.
Oh, knock him out.
Oh, wait, but it's right before where the key was. This actually all works out.
I'll take the lead! Here we go!
I mean, this is just for the bonus stage, but it's nice to just, like, kind of establish that good practice in one's head. of just no matter what, not dropping the keys. Oh my god. Vector, I think there's something in this bubblegum, man. Oh. Oh my god. Not bad. Luigi, this isn't weed.
Let's go.
Okay, so like, don't get me wrong. I understand what happens to me and why with that whole booster situation. But from a design perspective, like, why? Because you see a booster and you think, okay, I'm gonna hit that and go forwards. I guess you don't want to hit that.
Here we go.
For whatever reason. I don't know. I suppose there's precedent for it, because in later Sonic games they have, like, spring pads that'll send you, like, the wrong way. But I don't know. Just kind of a dick move. So, where am I now? Ah, on the other side. Okay.
Let's go.
I don't know. I guess it's like... stuff like that is technically an exclusive ability to the Chaotix, and I get that they're trying to like, differentiate the stages. But I think I would just prefer regular platforming sections, because they're just kind of replacing it with, oh yeah, walk up to this is charming, then press B, and then you just get to skip this section that would have otherwise been cool. And I mean, as somebody who wants to spend a minimal amount of time with this game sometimes, you'd think I would enjoy it, but it's like, I don't know. They pick weird sections to skip, I suppose. Like, the busy work is what stays, and then the gimmicky stuff is what gets skipped. I would not be surprised, as a matter of fact, if we got to, the canyons in Bullet Station. The canyons. The cannons in the canyons in Bullet Station. And, they're just replaced by another fucking B thing. Like, technically it saves time, but I always understood the point of those to be, like, a nice, like, relief from what you would be doing otherwise, you know? Oh, there's 3 of these. Got it. Well, in that case, let's leave Vector for last.
Here we go.
Okay, so they're all here.
I'll take the lead.
There we go.
Here we go.
I don't know. I don't really consider this gameplay. It's just doors.
Let's go.
Oh god, that's not solid ground. Ugh. My god, now's a perfect time to adjust my position on the rails to be the central one. Nope.
Look out for that rhino!
Huh?
Keep moving, boys.
Rhino? Are the carts shaped like rhinos? I guess they have like little horns or drills on the fronts. Like, kind of? I don't think I've heard anybody else refer to them as rhinos. Well, the great thing about this stage is that if you need to pull a tissue, if your nose is getting runny, it's really easy to just put the controller down and do nothing. And grab that without missing a beat.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
That was an awesome sound! SP was about to fucking hurl.
Here we go. I'll take the lead. Here we go.
I like the observations that are just like a single noun. Train.
Here it comes.
Here we go.
Alright, let's hope these go forwards.
Oh no!
This is like the sort of thing that you would hear saying, like, feeding to a baby.
Oh no, here comes the choo-choo train.
Let's go.
In fact, that is what Charmy says, because he is the baby being fed in this scenario.
But I don't want the choo-choo train.
Charmy, you gotta eat your vegetables.
No, I don't want to.
And then, I don't know, Vector gets fucking stung, and then Charmy dies. Very dramatically, like Barry B. Benson's Matthew Broderick Fred in B movie. Whoa! Did you see the fucking havoc that I just unleashed by trying to do the Vector ground pound thing there?
What a complicated setup.
Okay, so I don't think I'm trying to take this central loop. I think I need to get onto these platforms over here. Maybe there's a switch of some kind. And indeed, there is. Alright. Now I just gotta find a way off of this crazy thing.
Oh no, here comes the train.
Let's go.
So we're looking for a red rail? Because the one I just went across was blue, yeah? Unless...
Feels like we're going in circles.
Why is Vector just like standing there?
What a complicated setup.
Yeah, I'll say. I think I was kind of on the right track though. I kind of had the right instinct there. So if I get off here, well, you know what? That would have been the right way, but the rail switching in this game fucking sucks. So, you know. It's getting late for me, so have a good night. Thanks for the stream. Sure. Thank you for stopping by, Bookworm. I got a lot of new viewers tonight, so thank you very much for coming in from what I assume it was Sox's stream.
Let's go.
If I have any say in this, we probably will be wrapping up tonight pretty soon anyways. Because, oh dear. Oh, it's actually kind of cool that you can see the cannons in Act 2 in the skybox of Act 1. Either this is simply because they reused the skybox of Act 2 for Act 1 and there is no difference, or it's cool foreshadowing. And I'm going to choose to, for now at least, give them the benefit of this doubt. Oh my god. Why do you just start going backwards sometimes? At such a high speed, too. Well, it's a good thing I got that actually unbelievable amount of lives from all those team blasts and bonus stages and what have you. Ah, there's a second switch you gotta set off. So this is where I would want to show up first, not second. Got it. Oh, interesting. There's a lot more moving pieces to this than I thought there'd be.
Take the lead.
I think I have to take out the rhino.
Be guarded by the robot. Take them out first.
I don't think I've ever tried to break one of these, but I can try. Yeah, it worked! Look! Okay, so this gives you like a nice aerial view of where all the rails are gonna point you. So that goes to the right now? I don't know. I would assume you just want both of them to be red. I don't think you need to think of it at any more of a complex state than that. What a complicated setup. Get the hint. Okay. That rail's red.
Take the lead.
Yeah, so the first one that we just activated will probably like connect into the second one, and that'll get the job done. Alright, what do you got? So go up here, move around. Red rail, step 1. Red rail, step 2. We're through. Bingo. Oh god. I hope that was the right way. Like, is this gonna drop us off of a death cliff now? No, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Huh? Or are we? You know, not to sound like a Sonic Heroes character, but I sincerely do feel like my head's fucking spinning. It's cool that, like, the rails were, like, reorganized into what was effectively, like, a brand new level. Like, this is the sort of thing that I like, where, like, each stage can share assets with each other as long as the layout is something unique. Which was the Sonic Adventure 2 approach, is what I was thinking to myself the other day. And they just did it here. Like, this is what I like to see. But let's keep an eye out if Bullet Station follows the same pattern. Because the rails are a very, like, modular thing. You can change them a lot easier. Oh yeah, look, it does reuse the same skybox between Act 1 and 2. Foreshadowing, it was not. He literally just said the thing!
We found the capsule!
Now let's get to work, boys.
Wait, 30 whats? Sorry, I wasn't listening to what it actually wanted me to do. I need to do 30 of what? You're not going to repeat it. Great. But if I have to assume, I think I need to break these things that look like the shadow pods? The secret weapon capsule.
Now let's get to work, boys.
Yep, subtitles are gone. Counter's back up. These are indeed the capsules. Work's cut out for us then. I think the fuck not. You're gonna let me back on and I'm gonna get off. That's sloppy. I don't like that. At least it starts you off with like 10 rings for like 0 effort. Anything good up here? Guess you could readjust some rails, but I wouldn't want to do that just yet. There's a lot of like... I don't know how I would put it.
I'll take the lead!
Yeah, there's like branching paths down here, depending on how you enter the cannon.
We found the capsule!
Now let's get to work, boys.
I don't know how you'd stop. I need to think this through. So you go in as a power character. You have to be facing that direction in the cannon. But then, before you can dismount the rail, you just get bounced off. Can you fly over to it?
Now let's get to work, boys.
Oh, I don't know if you can, actually.
This must be the secret weapon capsule.
We found the capsule!
Maybe if I can go, like, even further over it? Oh, that works, that works, that works.
Here we go!
Yeah, there's like, it's not even getting bounced off of the wall. There's literally a booster there.
Here we go.
There's very, very little wiggle room to maneuver around, but this works.
I'll take the lead! Here we go!
And the good news is that it still manages to... I am in the booster, but okay. But it remembers how many of these...
We found the capsule!
Yeah, of the capsules. Whatever the mission objective is, how many of them you've gotten rid of. Checkpoint or no checkpoint. So that'll make things a lot easier for me if I'm going to suddenly decide to start dying on this stage constantly. You good? Dolphin, you... Oh. I'm getting a lot of errors that I had to click through, but we're good, we're good. It looks like it was something with the textures, though? I don't know. Okay, this should be the way forward. Oh god, I have no idea how I'm gonna hold on to keys in this stage. This is like, I don't know, this feels harder than anything else.
Here we go.
Than any other version of at least Bullet Station. This could be trouble. There are capsules down here. I've got to watch out.
Here we go.
And a switch. What for? Oh, probably
Take
this.
the lead.
Let's go.
No.
I'll take the
And
lead.
here I was just switching off of Charmy when you're who I needed the most.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Alright, but this is 10 out of 30. How could it possibly be? Oh, you only need 2. I was waiting to see where the third was going to be, but I guess it's just not necessary. As far as, like, Eggman motivations go, for inadvertently doing Eggman's dirty work, this makes more sense to me, because, like, I kind of remarked that they, like, resembled the Shadow Capsules for whatever reason earlier. I was like, whatever, didn't pay much thought to it, but yeah, this makes sense then. If he's, like, trying to, like, find Shadow and get rid of him,
Looks like we can go down through that tunnel.
it makes more sense than the fucking hermit crabs, I'll tell you that.
I'll take the lead.
That is, unless the hermit crabs were that, like, that's why the capsules are empty, because they used to be in there. Not bad. It looks kind of peaceful.
I'll take the lead.
Oh no, they got Vector.
Let's go.
Can you, like, not drop him off of a fucking cliff?
Don't fall.
Hey, I'm trying my best. It's Vector I'm worried about here. Are they, like, running away with him? I want to get back over solid ground before I try to free him. There we go. Phew.
Here we go. Let's go.
Okay, but this is Capsule. Only halfway there.
Giant cannon
Wait a second.
mechanism.
All right.
Not yet.
Don't touch anything, Charmy.
Yeah, don't touch anything. Do not get near that cannon or I will automatically jump in. What's going on over here? More of these. Look at this sneaky business. Oh, and then that brings this full circle. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm allowed to go in here now. Well, gotta say, the good news is, no stupid fucking flower skips.
We'll find out shortly.
We'll find out shortly.
Got it. Got it.
Roll up.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Phew.
Got it.
It shot us quite a distance.
That was awesome. Can we do it again?
Charmy, this isn't a roller coaster ride.
Oh. Oh. Oh, and I was like doing good too. That means no more key.
Careful not to fall. It's really
I guess the least I can say is that I'm shocked that I held onto it for this long, but you know, that's sad to have to say goodbye to it, you know. There's a chance there might still be another because we're still like
Cannons and terminal
we're not in the last third of the level yet, at least according to the
Don't touch
thingy count. God, that's such bullshit though. You have like no time to respond, and the other levels have never been modified in that way. When I was looking for like variations in the rail layout, that wasn't exactly what I was looking for.
It shot us quite a distance.
Like, you have to be ready to switch rails like that.
Charmy, this isn't a roller coaster ride.
It's pretty close. Sorry, I don't think I can go any faster than that.
Hey, why not try up there?
That was me holding B. Oh shit. Capsule, last third, here we go. Maybe there's a key inside? Nope. I mean, there's always hope. They tend to put keys near the very, very end of Metropolis, so they might do something with this particular layout. I don't know. There's a chance, though. Ooh. Like, I don't know. Maybe there could be like a bobsled section, and they put keys like at the end of that for some reason. This is my only hope. Dreams come true! Uh-oh. Do not go backwards. That's a nightmare coming true.
We're fine.
Vector's back in action, baby. You've got a chance still. Okay. Just take it easy. We're 24 of the way there. There's 3 right ahead, which means there's going to be 3 left in a short matter of time. Just, you know, just take it easy. I was like right, just barely out of range of those bullets. Holy shit. We're good. We're good. So far, so good. Still got the key. 3 of these left. Oh. There's fucking flower warp thingies in here. There's spinning spike balls.
Here we go.
Oh shit. Look how mean this is. Can I walk on top of this maybe? Oh shit, I can! I'm not about to fall for any triangle jump shenanigans anytime soon, let me tell you. I'll just try to get this while I can. Okay, back on the rails, back on the rails. Okay. There is a bobsled! Oh no! I shouldn't have opened my big fucking mouth. This is terrible. At least you can kind of brake. And Charmy? If I take damage on a single one of these, it's all over. Oh, but I want to be breaking those, so I just fucked it up. Cool. Let's just hope that there's more than 30 of those. Okay, Just gotta avoid the trains. Gotta avoid the spike balls. You gotta hit that though. Let's hope there's like just happens to be 31. There's more!
All right, leave them to me.
Was that damage? Just touching the robots is okay? Did I keep the key? It just like ended just like that. I didn't get the chance to see if the key disappeared from my inventory. Do we get the emerald stage or not?
Insulting. Your training has been a waste of time.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you, SBO. That was a pretty poor performance, pretty poor show. I must say, seeing your island has really given me motivation to start decorating it. Landscaping is so expensive. Oh, it worked! I'd never gotten an emerald and bullet station. Oh shit, the light emerald. You know, the only thing that's actually supposed to look like it has a diamond cut, if I know my gems.
Roger.
Holy shit! I don't think I've ever gotten these late ones that fast. What is happening? Playing as Chaotix really is just like an entire like campaign-long gamble. That's for sure. So I got 3 as Chaotix. Isn't 3 what I was missing as Team Rose? Does it work? Do I get the last story now like locked in? I assumed it was cumulative between all attempts of all the teams, but it doesn't seem to be the more that I seem to get my hands on it. But I'm sure we'll have some Sonic Heroes heads for the Chaotix finale tomorrow night.
Secret weapons must be aboard that ship. Destroy it before it reaches the canyon.
Piece of cake!
Why do you literally want...
Open fire!
Why would you order them to destroy your own...
Looks pretty tough. Are we ready?
It doesn't make any sense.
Can't wait!
I can't wait! Immediately falls down a flight of stairs. This is okay, right? This is okay? Oh, not over the fucking giant pit! Oh, it actually put me back down on ground. Sometimes it seems like it's obvious it's going to do that, and sometimes it doesn't, and I wasn't sure there. But we're good. Who's ready to see me press the A button 50 times? I want to see a show of hands, please. If you raised your hand to see the press the A button 50 times, I'm afraid you're going to get more than you bargained for, because not all of these A presses are leading to hits, so it's actually going to be more than 50. I apologize for the delay. Damn! There was an enemy that was like too close. It pulled me out of the homing attack cycle. Decided that I wanted something else instead. Can I like not die here, please? Thank you. Oh, and I missed my window from when they were on this side, too. Alright, let's cross this rail. We'll be back in range. Okay. What am I touching right now? You can just do that? You can bounce on it? It doesn't seem like it should add up, but okay. Alright.
Target destroyed.
Eggman's getting away!
We'll get it!
Oh, wait a second. So, I don't think Espio has a light dash, but he can throw fucking ninja stars, so that's something. It doesn't do any damage, but it's something. You know what? We're pretty close to a Team Blast. Maybe I should focus on like building that up and attack with that, because nothing else seems to actually be working. Oh shit. The perfect opportunity. And invincibility, don't mind if I do. Oh, we're so close. The gauge is like just barely peeking over the bar. My time has come. It's a time for you to die! I want a refund. I literally don't know if there was any other way to do that.
Roger.
I couldn't spot any other vulnerabilities.
Target destroyed.
Ah, like for Crocodile. Very wise.
Good job, boys. Guess that Eggman was a fake after all.
They really do look like the fucking Mario Party cutscenes.
There's a jungle just to the north of here. Go there immediately.
Got it.
You know
Probably an agent. A relative, perhaps.
Oh, a relative.
Strangely enough, I had the same weird feeling about our client's real identity. It could be you-know-who.
Wait, that one didn't even melt. Metal Sonic isn't even, like, concerned with stealing the Chaotix's skills. They don't have anything worth stealing. Not even musical abilities. It's a little insulting. Anyways, that marks the halfway point of the stage count. So, I'm gonna head off for tonight. For real this time, there's no more BRBs. But yeah, that was Sonic Heroes for now. If you enjoyed the stream, you can follow me. You know what? I'll just like. Can I just like? Oh, I unplugged my controller, and I thought that I could just continue to use it wirelessly, but I think I have to plug it back in to keep using it. Weird. The home button light is like still on, which means that it should be being used as PC output, but the green player 1 through 4 LEDs in the bottom aren't active anymore. So I don't know what the fuck just happened to this thing, but I was gonna play the music because I thought it'd be nice to just do it while I do my outro, but I guess I can't anymore. So that's cool. Let me like try one more thing. If I just hit the sync button to turn it off, and then oh yeah, there's the sync lights. Am I connected though? Like, let's do this and then this and then no, it is I can't unpause this, so we'll just have to do this outro in silence. Sorry, no huge frogs. Sorry. Come back next time. That was Sonic Heroes for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. You can also subscribe to me right here on Twitch if you particularly enjoyed the stream tonight and want to help me out. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a Discord server where there are all sorts of channels for you guys to hang out on, both on and off stream. And if any of what I just happened to mention interests you, then you can check out the links to everything, to all that, in the Twitch cards below, if you are watching this live, or in the YouTube description, if you are watching the VOD. If everything goes okay for me lately, I should be able to come back tomorrow with more Animal Crossing and Sonic Heroes. We'll try to finish up Chaotix. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Good night.